Years ago, on this day, the 9th day of August 2022, you went to the ballot to elect your president and his deputy, 47 governors and their deputies, 47 senators, 47 women representatives, 290 members of parliament, and 1,450 MCAs, to whom you delegated your sovereign power vested in you under Constitution 2010. President William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza regime came into power with lofty promises to make your lives better through their better or bottom-up economic transformation agenda. 3 years later today, we dare ask you, are your lives better? The answer from Vanga to Kiunga, here at the coast, from Malili in the lower eastern part of the region to Malindi, where we recently toured, from Mount Kenya in central Kenya to Mount Elgon in western Kenya, from Tuda here in Mombasa to Tongonyang in Turkana, from Mandera in the north to Matisi in Kitale. The answer is a resounding no. Latest opinion polls show that 86% of Kenyans have lost faith in this broad-based government, and only 14% think the country is headed in the right direction. That is why majority of Kenyans are saying one term. Many Kenyans believe this government, as instead of making their lives better, has truly indeed made their lives bitter. Their country is worse off because of the following reasons. Number one, ever-rising taxes and cost of living. Number two, the failed half-baked policies from education to the health and all other sectors of our society. And thirdly, the ever-rising corruption and looting of public coffers. From the G2G oil deal to KNTC to e-Citizen to the Hustlers Fund to SHA to housing levy to the opaque disposal of strategic national assets like the Kenya Oil Refinery, the Kenya Pipeline, the public sugar mills, to the aborted JKI and Ketraco and Dani deals. The string of scandals is indeed endless. Fourthly, the lack of respect for the rule of law, gross violation of human rights, and police brutality through the ongoing abductions and forced disappearances, extrajudicial killings, and state-sponsored reign of terror against its own citizens, infringing on their civil liberties. It is therefore a matter of supreme irony that the Ruto regime and its rogue police that were responsible for the killings and maiming of Kenyans through the shoot to kill and shoot in the leg orders can be the ones to again be responsible for redress and compensation of their own victims of police brutality. A wolf cannot decide matters of the cow crowd. The Swahili say, fisi hawezi kufanya kesi, kusimamia kesi ya mbuzi. That's exactly what they are trying to do. This is a blatant usurpation of the powers of the Kenya National Human Rights Commission under Article 59 of our Constitution by the executive, which is complicit in the atrocities committed against the citizens. The executive, having been responsible for the killings and maiming of Kenyans, including the 75 killed during the Azumio demos of 2023, 61 killed during the Gen Z protests against the Finance Bill 2024, and the 61 killed recently on 25th June 2025, and the Saba Saba demos of July 7th, 2025, cannot be the ones to decide what to do in the redressing these atrocities. In fact, Kenyans will recall that the United Opposition came up with a commission because we wanted to stir these guys to action. The People's Restorative Justice Commission, led by the former Attorney General and former Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Justin Muturi. The independent body that is constitutionally mandated under Article 59 of our Constitution to promote, to protect, observe, and develop human rights culture, and to investigate complaints of human rights abuses and seeking of redress, is a Kenya National Commission on Human Rights that should lead the process. Matters of human rights are indeed, we restated this before, universal, and are guaranteed by our Constitution and international human rights treaties to which Kenya is a signatory. These do not depend on the generosity of the state or MOUs like the March 25th MOU between ODM and UDA that both President William Ruto and Prime Minister Raila Odinga seem desperate to implement their own MOU. We therefore specifically object to the recent appointment. I was actually out of the country, I only arrived last night, and I think my colleague will take it up from there. But before he does, we have also lost Kenyans, and literally road carnage, lack of observance of traffic rules and regulations. It is part of the continuation, the sense of hopelessness by the Ruto regime, leading even to mass deaths on our roads. We send our condolences to all the affected families following this terrible, terrible accident.